Welcome. How is everyone doing today? It's Friday. Happy Friday. I'm Michelle with the Building for Kids. We are so excited to have another session with the BFK Percussion Ensemble. Let's all say hello to Marisol, a percussionist from the Fox Valley Symphony Orchestra, and Chris, who is a Fox Valley Symphony Orchestra superfan.
Hi, everyone. It's great to be back.
Oh, hello, percussionists. We're thrilled to be here with you this afternoon. And today we're going to learn some new patterns. And patterns is a combination of rhythms that we do and repeat many, many times. And we're going to play them together and taking turns, just like having a conversation with rhythms.
Oh, a conversation with rhythms. That sounds so fun. Last Friday, you told us we were going to South America, and I think our friends have been waiting to hear about where we're going today.
Well, the wait is over. We're going to spend our first day in Brazil, and we're going to learn all about samba.
Oh, I love to samba. Chris, Marisol, can you tell our friends what samba is?
Well, samba was created by Africans who were brought to Brazil, and it comes from the music, dance, and culture that they brought from Africa, just like the Gahu rhythms that we learned last week. And those dances and the drumming traditions eventually transformed into samba.
Yes, and a samba has many percussion parts. And today we're going to learn 2 of them. And I am also going to show you 3 different instruments that are part of the samba band or batucada.
Oh, I think I brought everything with me. I've got my bucket, I've got my metal lid, I've got my shaker, and I've got my wooden spoon. Is that all we need today?
Almost, Michelle, almost. I think the only thing we're missing is going to be a soft mallet, which is a stick with a soft top like this one.
I bet Michelle will come up with something. She has an incredible imagination.
A soft, fuzzy mallet. I think I know what I can do. I'm going to take a pair of socks, and I'm going to take one sock and wrap it around the top of my wooden spoon. I'm going to take the other sock and maybe a rubber band if it doesn't stay, and I'm going to put it over. What do you think? Do you think that'll work?
That is brilliant.
Just be sure to use a clean pair of socks.
That is true, Chris, and brilliant idea, Michelle. I love that. Well, are you ready to learn our first samba pattern?
I am ready.
All right. So first, I'm going to show you a drum. It's called the repenique. And this is the lead drum. It's like the boss. You have to follow the directions that the drum says. And it sounds a little bit like this. So as you were able to see a little bit, I play with my hand and my stick too. And the interesting thing is that this is going to tell us when we need to start or end. And you're going to hear this. And that's when you start. Now, Chris is going to show us our first pattern and instrument.
Well, we're going to start with the surdo. This is the drum that has the low tone or voice. So you're going to need your biggest bucket with your fuzzy mallet to play it. Marisol is going to sing the rhythm so we can all play along.
So this rhythm is going to sound like this. Dit-doom, dit, doom, dit, doom. Your turn, Michelle.
Dit-doom, dit, doom, dit, doom.
Nice. Now I will show you how to play it. So every time you say dit, you're going to play with your left hand right in the center of the drum, just like what we did last week with our bass tone with the congas. And then every time you say doom, you're going to play with your right hand with the mallet, also in the middle of the drum. And it's going to look and sound like this. Dit, doom, dit, doom, dit, doom, dit, doom. All right, your turn, Michelle.
Right. Dit, doom, dit, doom, dit, doom, dit, doom.
I love it. That was awesome. Well, now we're going to be playing this. So we're going to have Michelle and we're going to be having a conversation with our drums and taking turns.
And I'll keep the tempo with the surdo part.
All right. So we're going to start with our repenique, the boss. Me first, then you with Michelle. Dit, doom, dit, doom, dit, Your turn. Good. My turn. Dit, doom, dit, doom. Your turn. Nice. Now, Chris is going to continue, and I'm going to reverse the words. I'm going to say doom, dit. Doom, dit, doom, dit, doom, dit, doom, dit. Your turn. Doom, dit, doom, dit, doom, dit, doom, dit. Your turn. Nice job. 1, 2, 3, 4, done. Nice.
Oh, that sounded just like those rhythms were having a conversation, talking to each other.
Yes, that was exactly it, Michelle. Now we're going to learn another instrument and another pattern to continue to have more and more conversations. So now I'm going to show you our next instrument, and this is called the agogo bells. And this has two different sounds, a low sound and a high sound, and it sounds like this. I wonder, Michelle, what could you find for this instrument?
Well, I do have one of my pot lids with me. I wonder if I could strike it on different parts. Let's try it out and see.
All right.
That's pretty close.
Yes, you definitely have completely different sounds by playing in two playing areas. That is brilliant. Well, I love it. We're going to start learning our pattern. So it's going to, like always we do, we sing the rhythm first, and it's going to sound like this. Gong, 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 gong. Ki, gong, 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 gong. Ki, gong, gong. All right, Michelle, would you like to try it?
Gong, 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 gong. Ki, gong, 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 gong. Ki, gong, 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 gong. I think I might have missed a couple in there, but it was close.
That was great. And you know, in conversations, we don't have to memorize what we're saying. We just say what we feel and when we want. So that was fantastic. I love it. Well, now I'm going to show you how I like to have my conversation. And you can find a different way, perhaps. So I like to use the gong for the lower sound, gong, 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 and the key for the high sound. It's going to look and sound like this. Gong, 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 gong. Ki, gong, 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 gong. Ki, gong, gong. Would you like to try your version?
Sure.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Gong, gong, gong. Ki, gong, 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 gong. Ki, gong, 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 gong.
That's perfect. That's really wonderful. Does it remind you to something that we did last week, Michelle?
You know, this sounds like the Gahu where we had the drum and bell part. This is going to be so much fun.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Well, now let's put all of these rhythms together that we just did. So first I'm going to use the repinique, as you know, to get us started with our rhythm. So you're going to hear it 4 times. Then Chris is going to play our surdo pattern, and then Michelle and I are going to have our conversation. All right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Me first. Gong, 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 gong. Ki, gong, 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 gong. Ki, gong, gong. Your turn. My turn. Your turn. Oh my goodness, that was fantastic. Everybody at home too, we're having a conversation with rhythms. I love it. Now, did you hear that at the end I started to play my repenique and I did some new rhythms, patterns, or conversations? Well, I want to show you a little bit what we're going to be doing next week. Wonderful job, everybody.
Oh my gosh, our BFK percussion ensemble is sounding great. What are we going to need for next week?
Oh, well, we're going to spend our second day in Brazil, but this time we're going to go to Rio de Janeiro and we're going to have our own carnival celebration.
So bring all your percussion instruments, your fun masks, feathers, and be ready to party like Carnival.
Yes.
That is so wonderful. It will be a celebration for sure. Friends, don't forget to post your pictures in the comments section and join us next week for the BFK Carnival. We will see you guys soon. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you. Bye, everybody. Bye.